So in this video, I'm going to explain exactly what it is we do, how we do it, and what you can expect as a result. Now, over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands of clients to eliminate their anxiety, or for a small percentage, they bring that anxiety down by about 90 to 95%. Everybody's slightly different. We can't help everybody, but the first step in the process is always your free anxiety assessment call. The reason why we do this call is very simple. We just want to make sure we can help you. We need to look at exactly what's going on, how it affects you, maybe the people around you, and what you want instead. But most importantly, it helps us to determine if what we do is going to help you. If it's not, we will not take you on. As I mentioned, we can help most people, but not everybody. Once we get started, if we choose to work with you, is in the first session, we help you to become aware of your anxiety an awful lot earlier. And we use some powerful tools to help you to then slow it down, then stop it, and then to move into a more relaxed, happy, in control state. And we usually give you homework, 10, 20 minutes a day, that we ask you to practice this routine because the more we practice it, the more it rewires the brain. However, to make this even more powerful, we do sort of give you some clinical hypnotherapy sessions, which really empowers that exercise. And this means we work on it on both a conscious and an unconscious level. And you have to remember that anxiety is an unconscious process, and we do need to do that unconscious work. This is why most of the clients we see have been through different types of therapies, sometimes for years, and it hasn't helped them. But with anxiety, and especially depression and stress, we need to work on both a conscious and an unconscious level. Step two in the process is we teach you some positive mental exercises. And the reason why we do this is most people with anxiety either worry, overthink, or suffer from intrusive thoughts. Now, the brain is always busy, but if we give it something else to do rather than focusing on the negatives, the difference can be quite amazing. So these exercises help you to focus on the good things and the good people around you, all the good things in your life, rather than constantly focusing on the things that are wrong or focusing on what could go wrong. And clients tell us within a week or two of doing that module that they feel much more relaxed. It helps the nervous system to calm down, but they're starting to focus on the good things in life. And for those people with businesses, they go on and set some goals and do really, really well. The third step is where we get the optimal health test done for you. And this is so important because this looks at a broader range of reasons why you could be having anxiety. So the reason why we get this test done is the body naturally produces hormones to keep us relaxed. And that would be melatonin for sleep and serotonin for during the day. Now, it could be if we're not eating the right foods, if we have food intolerances, if our gut biome is out, our digestive health isn't 100%, your vitamins or minerals are not right, or your hormones are out, that can stop the process of the anti-anxiety hormones. So what we do is when we get the results back from the lab, and we do this by hair test, when we get the results back from the lab, we then coach you to remove the foods that may be causing a problem. We'll coach you to replace them with a bigger range of foods. And if need be, we'll recommend some vitamins or minerals on the short term. Now, this is really interesting. With severe anxiety and depression, that used to take us 6 months to sort out. But since we brought in the food coaching, the difference is amazing. Every week, we're seeing study after study linking gut biome to mental health and digestion and serotonin and melatonin and so many other things. And the idea is we don't just tell you what foods to avoid, we give you a plan step by step of how to move forward. And this really works for clients. And then the fourth step in the process is we teach you powerful self-hypnosis. And this is my favorite step because it pulls everything else that we've taught you together, but it means that you can start to use the power of hypnosis for yourself. And yes, if you wanted to hypnotize your friends and your family, you can do, but please be nice with that. And the great thing that we like is once you learn the self-hypnosis skills is that you can get up in the morning, you decide how you want to be and who you want to be. You set your goals for the day with this positive intention, and then you come out of that trance. And the best way to put it is you're rather like a large rhinoceros. And by that, I mean you've set your goals, you know how you want to be for that day. That might be calm, confident, and relaxed. and you go charging through your day like a large rhinoceros with a really thick skin. And despite all the stresses and things that might cause anxiety normally, they just bounce off you and you go charging through your day. Now, everybody's different, but typically what we see is in, the first 3 to 4 weeks is about a 70 to 80% reduction in their anxiety problems. And a lot of them say that's fantastic. We feel really good. And some people want to stop, but we say, no, 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 we don't need another session. We want you to go away and keep practicing. And then we usually catch up with people a couple of times after that. And it's just sometimes we might need a little tweak or a little change or a refresher. But most people between weeks 4 to week 6 eliminate that anxiety problem together. Now, there is a bit of a side effect to this, because once you learn to control what's going on in here, you can then go on and do almost anything you want to do with your life. I went from being nervous and shy with a stammer and anxiety to then becoming a disc jockey and speaking in public. And I've been running businesses ever since, despite them wanting to class me as disabled. So we see people going on and doing so much better with the relationships. Quite a lot of people go on and get new jobs or pay rises, and the life is much better when we learn to control what's going on in here. So that's basically the process. Of course, it might change for certain people. Different things might mean we need to use some different techniques, but typically we'd use 4 sessions of about 2 hours, and people go away and the results, the reviews, the feedbacks, the testimonials are absolutely fantastic. So I hope that's helped you to understand the process of exactly what we do. If you have any questions, do let me know. And if you go down into the comments, we've got some free resources, but most importantly, there's a link there to the free anxiety assessment call. And you can go on there, book a call when it's suitable for you. We'll answer all of your questions, and then you can go away, make your decision. And if you're ready, you can work with us, or you might choose to do it on yourself or go and work with somebody else. But for me, I went from being in an awful state to being able to run my own businesses, and I've been working as a therapist for 10 years now, and I absolutely love this. And I also wish for all of you that you can be anxiety free and be in control of your life. I'll see you in the next video.